Sergio STUDIOS. It's the Sergio Show! 10th Anniversary Spectacular! And 150th episode! And here's your host, Sergio Dominguez! Hello and welcome to a special 10th Anniversary 150th episode of The Sergio Show! It's me, the host, creator, producer, writer, director, star, and overall existence of this show for 10 years, Sergio Dominguez. Wow, 10 years. It's been 10 years already. Wow. Incredible. As I said before, this is the show's 150th episode. Yes, I know. I should have passed 200 episodes by now. But whatever, this is still a momentous occasion. We have a great show for you today, with some great moments, segments, and a third thing. So let's get this show started with... Geez, 10 years and I'm still dealing with this? Hold on, folks. I'm gonna need some help with this. Hello?
Sergio!
Juan! Hey, it's co-star, executive producer, and overall best friend, Juan Perez.
Serge, I just wanted to congratulate you on 10 incredible years of this show.
Aw, thank you very much, Juan. You've been a great friend and a pretty good producer. Mostly because you haven't been doing much but send me recordings and letting me do whatever I want with the show. But hey, that's what makes you such a good producer. Neil! Oh my god!
I wanted to congratulate you for 10 years. Good job, Sergio. Can't wait to see what you make next.
Thank you very much, Neil. And I just want to say that I'm so glad I met you in college, and we've become good friends ever since. Thank you for being part of this show. Yep, this show has been around for 10 years, with so many moments and characters coming through this studio, where it takes place Toon City, and most importantly, through my animated perspective. So let's get this show started with a clip montage of what makes this show so gosh darn special. Enjoy. Previously animated from someone's bedroom, it's the Sergio Show! And here's your host, the star of Sergio Show, Sergio Dominguez! Hello. Hey, hi. Welcome. Hello and welcome to the Sergio Show. I'm your host, Sergio Dominguez. Let's begin with the show with, drawing a simple little cartoon. Sergio Stupid Stun. I'm going back in time. Stop motion animated. Halloween special. Christmas episode. I would like to show you something. The best thing about being a cartoonist. Tape. I'm going to a barber shop. Error in the Sergio Show. Drawing. Dinosaur Sergio. Talking about the importance of microphones in animation. Pencil. Take a look at my home/animation studio. Movie theater. Talk show. Meet myself in the real life world. You should call my best friend Juan. Good luck.
Stop right now.
Juan?
The Juan Perez Show! I'm just dressed up as how I feel on the inside. You're going to do it again? Here you go. Yeah, that's what it's all about, I guess. This hat.
Juan!
What? No!
That was just beautiful.
No! My hat!
It's awesome to be here, Sergio. Hey, great to see you again.
You can't do that, Serge!
You got it, Serge. No problem.
That the time machine is complete.
Sergio will come back to kick your butt. Okay, you and I'll hold them off. 1, go!
Hello, people.
I would be a perfect addition for your show.
Hi, my name is Melon.
Hi everyone.
I'm Hernando. This one machinery.
What?
Grandma? 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 Ah.
Oh, good darn it. Here's all the stairs.
Oh! There's something. Oh! Hey! Possible. Ow, 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 ow. We made it! Yeah! Oh, that actually looks pretty cool. Just to be sure. Merchandise. Got it. Cartoon shoes. Voice acting. The magical face of destiny. Oh, song parody. Song parody. That's right, I'm doing song parody. Look at me doing a song parody. Song parody. Song parody. Well, that's all for the Sergio Show. This is Sergio Dominguez saying, have an animated day. 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 Have a stop motion animated day. Have an animated day. Have an animated day. Wow. 10 years. 10 magical years. The animation world has been through a lot of changes through those years. It all started in the magical year of 2008. A young, heavily inspired Sergio Dominguez took what little he had with knowledge and resources to do something what few people have done at the time. To make an animated series on the internet with all the creativity he had and the freedom he had on the internet. With making the show head on, he immediately learned a couple of things on creating an animated series. Mostly that animation takes a super duper long time to make, even when you do it as quickly and as cheap as possible. By the early 2000s, the animation world has gone through some changes. With dynamic characters and storytelling were appearing by the truckloads in animated TV shows, animated films were not only more CGI than ever, but they were making billions of dollars, proving that audiences can enjoy a cinematic experience on a similar level like live-action films. While all that was happening, the Sergio Show has gone through some changes. Some good, a lot terrible, and some have tragically hurt the show in an unbelievably painful way. That moment in 2014 was a painful lesson, but learned. And through optimism and creativity, the show kept on going, hoping that the fans are still out there, still having animated days. Over the 10 years, the show has gone through some changes, from character designs to the overall format and variety. But one thing did remain the same. that it was a show about a cartoon inspired by a person who was inspired by the animated world that he grew up on, and he was inspired, motivated, and anxious enough to make his own content onto this world, and that is Sergio Dominguez. So, thank you very much as always for watching my adventures, my segments, my sketches, and most importantly, my random pointless weird stuff. Thank you. And now our next random segment. And now a moment with Juan.
My most favorite memorable moment on the show was hands down the moment you gave me my own show for at least one episode. Ah, that was such a blast to do. I think I got myself stabbed with a pencil. Boy, that was a big laugh. You even guest starred there once. Hey, did you ever realize Nick tattooed his name to the back of your head? Oh, right. That's how my show got cancelled. Bummer. Ah well, at least we have that tattoo to remember my amazing show by Mr. Property of Nick.
As I said a bunch of times, this animated internet series has made its 10-year mark, and nobody's realizing that I should be receiving some nice things. But that hasn't happened yet, so I'm gonna list a couple of things that not just me, but anyone who's made a long-running animated internet series should get. Number 1, a plaque. A plaque plated in gold with a congratulatory message for the series that you achieved. Number 2, a trophy. A trophy that says you're first place on creating something that you love that lasted so long. And number 3, pretty obvious one, a card. A special card that is licensed that describes the show that you've made and the specific information of its series and longevity. It should be used for discounts in stores and restaurants. Making stuff for 10 years is long and difficult, especially when it's animated. Animation is a lengthy, tedious process, which should be pretty rewarding when you work on it for over a decade or so, and finally get some recognition. But if you don't get any solid textural gift, then I'll just settle with the easiest and most natural of all the rewards for making an over decade-old animated internet series, and that is bragging. Precious, precious bragging. And now a moment with Neil.
My favorite episode has to be when Hammond first showed up. He's such a funny character, and he's got that monobrow, that raspy, bloated voice of his, and he just makes a splash wherever he goes. I remember when you first introduced him, he was a part of a collage of characters that you made for art class, and I asked you, Sergio, is he going to be in the Sergio show? And you told me yes, but only if you would voice for him. And that ended up being the first cartoon I ever did a voice for. It was so much fun.
I would also like to take the time to honor the ones who we lost throughout the show's run. And now a moment with Sergio. My personal favorite moment of the show was the evil vending machine. Yes, it was terrifying and painful, but it was actually a really fun episode to work on and to be in. I managed to survive even though he would come back a couple of times, but it was generally entertaining to see something as simple as a vending machine come to life and try to kill you for some random reason. And from the production's perspective, it was fun to make. Animation-wise, writing-wise, I get to add jokes before and while the episode was made. It was very entertaining and very fun to watch as well as to make. Well, this special episode is just about over, and before I end this special episode, I got one more guest that'd like to share his thoughts about this little show. Take it away.
Don't ask me how I got here. You know, the number one thing I know about animation is that you can do whatever you want. Go on adventures, do some weird things, have a long-running animated series and not even know it, or in my case, have a long-running animated series and do know it. But even that, it's not that simple. It takes a lot of work, a lot of passion, and a lot of support to make something like that possible. So I do want to take my moment to tell you guys, thank you very much for watching, thank you for all the love and support, watching all the episodes and counting. It's been an insane journey. A lot of moments I didn't expect. Some moments I kind of expected, but, you know, it's been an amazing ride. So, thank you again. Now, I want to take my moment to sign off this episode. Right here. Okay! Thank you very much for watching this episode of The Sergio Show. I'm Sergio Dominguez, saying, have an animated day. Good night, everybody!
Sergio Studios.